everybody, thank you for tuning in. As you can see, I've been doing some videos already today. We have worked on our upper booty, our side booty, and now we're working on our lower booty, or the gluteus maximus, which is lower, and the fullness. Okay, so of course on every one we want to go ahead and stretch. I've already done this twice, but let's go ahead and get some in. So we're going to go ahead and stretch our legs. Do some toe touches and pull in. Really stretch your hamstrings. We're going to be working those a lot. This is one of my favorites, where you actually stand and put one knee over the other and lean back like you're in a chair. That's really going to open up this other side. If you've done any kind of hip work or glute work, these are going to be amazing. Okay, the other side. Put your knee over and bend down. Breathe, don't breathe. Oh, that feels amazing. Oh, okay, go ahead and do some arm movements. Get your whole body ready. Okay, so we always want to do a warm-up. You can do like an invisible jump rope. You can do jumping jacks. If you have a cardio machine for the glutes, what I did was I got on my elliptical, but I stayed low with a high resistance, and I went pretty hard for about 1 minute. And you talk about burn, whew, that'll do it in 1 minute. So I'm all about fast, because I get bored quick, and keeping it moving. So we'll go ahead, I've already done some, so let's go ahead and do like jumping jacks, or you pick your 1 minute workout or warm up here, okay? I'm gonna do my jumping jacks. So give me just a second, I'm waiting for the clock to get started. I'm excited about this one. I really need to work this part of my booty. All right, here we go. And you can do anything for a minute. Somebody told me that once and it stuck, obviously. Anytime I want to give up, I'm thinking I can do this. It's just 1 minute. If I have to think 1 minute at a time, I do that. And again, if these don't work for you, modify them and just kind of bounce. This will do the same thing. The point here is just to get your heart up. Get the blood flowing. 15 seconds left, we can do that. This is right when my mind tells me to stop, but I push through. Just like you can, we got 5 seconds. Okay, awesome, and it's done. Okay, so for the first move, we're gonna do a thruster. You're gonna hear these a lot when you're doing any kind of booty work. So the point is when you thrust, you're really squeezing those glutes and those motions, okay? So we are going to start with a thruster. What you do is you lay down. Okay, make sure that your shoulders, like, do this to where like your shoulders are really grounding you there, okay? I get my hands out. Now the thrusting position is pulling your butt up to where you're almost straight out with your knees underneath you, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is usually you would thrust up and squeeze, okay? Thrust up and squeeze. Again, you can have bands if you want more resistance, but this does it just fine, because what you're doing is you're squeezing in those glutes as you exhale. I try to keep my feet a little closer together because I feel the burn more. Squeeze. Okay, so now with these, this kind of goes into our next exercise. After you've done 10 or 20 of those, whatever you choose to do, I usually do 3 sets. I will stay in the up position, and then I'm going to kick my leg up and let that heel come down and touch. But you're staying in this position the whole time, so it's really working your grounded leg and booty side. Okay, now stay up and do your other side. I like to keep the heel on the other foot with my toe up, just to remind me that all the weight is in my heel there. And it keeps my shoulders and everything grounded. I have to do the mind to muscle connection, what I'm trying to do and accomplish. Oh. Okay, so do your sets of those, and then we'll go into our next exercise. You'll definitely be feeling those. Okay, now that we were on our back doing our thrusters, now the next one is actually going to be on all fours. So what we do with that is we put our hands down under our shoulders, width apart. You're going to be on all fours. Now this one, what we are doing is you're going to have your grounded knee, which mine is the left right now. What I'm going to do is lift my right. Make sure that you're comfortable, that you've got your balance on that. Okay, you're going to lift your right leg straight out. Now you're just going to extend. Okay, so you're bringing that heel, envision that heel coming up to your glutes. Okay, we're just extending, but by doing that work, you're going to feel it in your grounded glutes. Okay, make sure that you're breathing. Really pull that foot into your glutes. Again, you can use a band for these if you have them. That might be a little challenging, but some people I've seen it done. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side. Go ahead and rebalance yourself. Make sure that your working knee, which is your right foot now, is grounded. You're comfortable in your balance with your hands. Go ahead and get that left leg up, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull that heel up to the glutes and out. And this works the lower back too. Okay, wow, that's a good one. Okay, so you're gonna feel it. Go ahead and continue with your other 2 sets. I would do 2 more sets at least, but do whatever you're comfortable with. Don't push yourself to where you're gonna burn out. Now, since I've already got you guys down here and we just did that move, we're gonna go ahead and do the same kind of move, but we're gonna pulse it. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with my left knee being my rig, my ground. I'm going to go with my right leg and pull it up. And instead of doing an extension, I'm going to pulse this, which means just small little pumps. And keep those glutes tight when you're doing this. You're going to feel it on both sides. Okay, move it over to the other side, but adjust yourself. Make sure that you're solid in neutral position before you lift your leg. Okay, start pulsing. Keep it tight. And there's so much that you can do here. You can do your leg circles, you can do pulses, you can pull in and out. I mean, there's so many exercises that we'll get to, but if you want to, be creative. If it feels tight and it's working it, do it. So if you notice here, I have a little bench and a mat. Anything that you have that is this height will work. And again, you can use your bands on this. You don't have to use your bands. I'll do a couple without it, and then I'm gonna put my band on. So what you do is you put your feet on your bench, make sure that it's sturdy. You don't want it kicking out. So I put my hands down, I kind of get that butt lifted. Now what we're gonna do is kind of like what we did earlier with our leg lifts. But this is what they call a glute bridge. Okay, this is your glute bridge, and then you go into a leg lift. I'm putting my mind to muscle connection on my heel, and it is burning in my hamstring right now. Again, you don't even need a band. Oh, it's gonna cramp. Ah! I'm doing a lot of leg and booty work today. Ah. Okay, so go ahead and finish your other 2 or 3 sets. I am feeling it big time right here in my hamstring. But I'm still going to try to knock out a couple with my band. So I might do another set with you. Just a glutton for punishment, I guess. So, I get back in it. Oh my goodness. They used to say that squats was the best exercise for glutes. I definitely have to disagree. I think that it's going to be the weighted thrusters. So we've done some thrusters without weight, with maybe just some resistance, kind of just to get it going. But I'll show you some hacks at the gym if you do have a membership on how to do these quickly and effortlessly. But right now in my garage, if you don't have a barbell, you can use a dumbbell, you can use a small weight, whatever you have. But what you're going to do is you're going to lay back and make sure that your shoulders are secure on a bench. And you can do this from the floor as well. I like to be a little lifted, that way I get more of a drop than just being on the floor only going upward. Okay, so you want to have that negative space, that room for you to go down. So of course you're going to place the weight here. Make sure that your shoulders are stable. You don't want to have any kind of injuries. You have your feet out. Hold that, come down. And again, anything with glute work, you're going to pinch your glute muscles together when you come up, okay? So you squeeze. You notice that my toes are open, my heels are in the ground. I'm keeping my weight centered in my heels. And when I come up, as I squeeze, I want to feel it all the way through to my heels. That's my connection. Do these at least 10 to 15 times. Again, if you do have the barbell, you can do those, and you can pretty much, your pelvic area can handle a lot of weight, believe it or not. Usually people use the pads, they'll use another yoga mat, something to pad the bar, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it like this. Make sure your shoulders are good, my feet are where I want them, heels are grounded. I dip and squeeze. and hold it if you can for a second or two. And you can really feel it in the glutes and your hamstrings. Okay, so for our last exercise today, we're going to do something simple with no equipment, but it's definitely a burner, okay? So you've probably heard a lot about like Supermans for your lower back and stuff like that, but this is actually for your glutes. Okay, so you're going to lay down like we're relaxing, like I want to do. Okay, so get comfortable here. You don't want your neck strained in any kind of way. So even if you put your forehead down to make sure that you do not put strain here, do that. But you're going to put your feet together, okay? Your heels especially. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift your pelvic off the floor. It doesn't have to be much, okay? Even if it's a centimeter, an inch, just go ahead and pull those up. You're going to feel the tightness in your glutes and your hamstrings. Keep those heels together. Ooh. So I'm going to let you go ahead and finish your last couple sets of those. Do 10, do 20, whatever you're comfortable with. Just get you a good burn. Okay guys, so we just finished our whole set of our under booty and our Maximus, which gives the fullness and the lift. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Please subscribe, like the video. If you want more content, let me know. I'll do one specifically for your requests. I like to mix it up and I kind of get in the habit of doing my own thing. So you guys really help me by asking for certain videos. So it's my pleasure to help. Again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Be proud of yourselves. You just did something for yourself today, which is self-love. And that's what's really important. Do something every single day just for yourself that makes you feel better. Have a good one. Bye.